The suspense continues as one wonders exactly what is going to happen now. A lot of people did complain about this, but I don't. Because either, regardless of what the truth of these answers are, as long as it brings hope, I won't complain too much. The Black Clover Chapter 202, The Angry Enemy Found the Despair reviewer here. Nero tells Finral to bring him to it with his special magic, as he says that if you don't do that, there may not be any way to possess humans to be turned back to normal. Elsewhere, the demon recovers from the next attack. As Yami still fights, he tries to analyze the word magic that is made by the devil, and it turns out that what he says the magic becomes asphyxiated on, and he can even give orders on summoning it. But for some reason, there seems to be one very small restriction, and that restriction is, if the devil wanted them to die, he could just say so, but for some reason he don't, possibly implying that there is some restrictions. Yami tells to Charlotte, or as she calls her, Charlotte, to help, as they still fight. But it's also revealed that the devil for some reason cannot block Yami's darkness magic. Is that because he cannot block magic spells, or is it something else? Well, he did block Juno's through a vacuum wall. So why can't he block darkness magic? Is it because the devil is connected to darkness or something? Even Lich help, only sort of. But it is implied that if Lich truly did awaken, that maybe he would completely decimate the devil. Although Yami ranks the devil as being the highest among the highest. Ian even ranks Nozelle's magic as higher than him. But he's going to run out of magic, and while the devil has a lot. So at that time, the devil opens up his grimoire and begins to use true terrifying magic. And we know when this is terrifying, when even Yami shows fear. Note, Yami is a guy who, while he sometimes has moments of seriousness, usually takes things in a little bit of a laid-back way, and always a little bit of a sarcasm. But this is one of the few times, if not the only time, he has pure fear in his eyes. Because now, the devil uses war magic and demon spells that are the same ones that Vetto used a long time ago. It's a repulsive magic, as he says that he is a different existence from you all. He's from a whole other dimension. So that brings another deep question. Is that implying that there are dimensions in this world of Black Clover? Are we going to divide into that? I have to criticize that a little bit. I mean, it always looked like that medieval magic, and now they're saying there are different dimensions. Although there could be a Marvel connection. I did see Doctor Strange and finally left a long while. So whatever this is, he summons a very disgusting looking magic that seems to take the shape of long tentacle-like hands or trees or whatever. It's not exactly known what they are. But yeah, it truly is bad news, as the other gangs feels the powerful magic. They can only sweat in fear. But finally, Finral and the gang arrives on the table, where the magic stones are still in the stone, and he says to take out the magic stones, and set them into the statue on the skull, because it turns out there is holes in the statue, which is of the first magic emperor, mind you, and he does, and so he puts them back into his eyes, and so powerful magic begins to form, as something very strange is about to happen. This is basically this chapter. Yes, the devil truly has story-broken power, but now he's saying different dimensions. Is the devil sealed in a different dimension, or is it meaning something else? Either way, Yami is in a bind. Please save him. The rest of the gang feel his magic. Can they make it in time? Can they make any difference, really? And finally, Nero. It turns out that the magic stones can also be placed in the first magic emperor statue. Once again begging a question, what is the purpose of these magic stones? Because there was a stone tablet, but now the magic emperor statue? I mean, there are some people who complain about this, because they says, wait, are you telling me the first magic emperor is actually alive and he's in a petrified state? And I'm saying, Yeah, well, if he is alive, then who cares? At least Hope will be alive, you know. Because, let's face it, we know he defeated the demon, but we don't know anything on what happened after that, mind you. Because you have to realize one thing, and that is the story that the nobles did on the elves and so on, it has changed because it was written by the winners. So what we don't know anything on what happened after the first sorcerer magic emperor defeated the demon. In fact, if he defeated the demon and then was the magic emperor, why couldn't he change the noble system? I think actually he didn't become the magic emperor. I think he only gained that title because of it all. Because he actually passed away in that battle, or was in a petrified state. Which may explain why the corruption has actually grown, because he was a kind man. He wouldn't have allowed corruption to spread this much. Unless, of course, despair took him too. But we'll see. It's much of a headcanon to think about it right now. I'm not a theorist. But perhaps the truth will be unveiled soon. Can they defeat the devil, though? You give me your thoughts if you have any.